Wakanda forever!
The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw is a drama horror mystery from writer-director Robert Thomas Lee and Epic Pictures. The film stars Catherine Walker, Hannah Emily Anderson, Jared Abrahamson, Sean McGinley, Don McKellar, Geraldine O'Rawe, and Jessica Reynolds. A mother and daughter are suspected of witchcraft by their devout rural community. So obviously it is a very sad day in the film community and film fandom, but I think it's very clear that Chadwick Boseman was a huge fan and lover of cinema, so I think celebrating film is a good thing to do today. So let's do that. Now, Montreal's Fantasia Fest is on right now. I'm covering the festival. This is the first film that I'm reviewing for it, The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw. Let's talk about it. This movie feels like the unholy union of Robert Eggers' The Witch, or if you will, The Vivitch, and M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. I'm not spoiling anything here. These thoughts are actually presented in the film's opening titles, which are quite haunting. The movie is about a community of Northern Irish expats living in a rural congregation in the US. The film takes place in the mid-1970s, but these people conduct themselves as pilgrims in the 17th century, hence the Village connection. I really enjoyed this film. It does feel kind of like a spiritual sequel to The Witch, and it's interesting to note that our lead, Jessica Reynolds, does look strikingly like Anya Taylor-Joy at times. We see a very religiously devout community beset by pestilence and the death of crops and livestock, and we learn that 17 years ago Agatha Earnshaw gave birth to a daughter during an eclipse, and that the locals believe that Agatha is involved in witchcraft. The acting in this film is superb. There is not a bad performance. Catherine Walker as Agatha Earnshaw turns in a very powerful and tormented portrayal. Jared Abrahamson's Column was really a very heartbreaking performance. And Bernard, well, that character had me confounded. I knew the face, could not place it. Canadian cinema royalty Don freaking McKellar. And he was great. But the standout for me was easily Jessica Reynolds as the titular Audrey. She skirts between innocent and violent and loyal and cruel, and it was a brilliant performance. The film is presented in chapters that, at least to me, sort of reflected Audrey's coming of age and growing resentment of her peers. And it gets pretty violent. Sure, the film doesn't relish in the violence, and most of it is actually off-screen, but we, the audience, are made to feel very uncomfortable. And I love the look of this flick. The color palette is very washed out and bleak, much like the story. It reflects the story very well. We see forests and farms and mist and gloom, and there is a beauty there, but it's not the kind of place you really want to live. The film is sad. It also does get a little bit gruesome, again bringing up the connections to The Witch. I will admit, there were a couple things about the ending that I didn't quite get, and sadly, this being a kind of low pro Canadian film, there are no ending explained videos on YouTube. And I will say the very ending of the flick did frustrate me a little bit. An idea and a physical thing are suggested, but we don't see it, and I would have loved to have seen it. We see characters reacting to it, but we never see it. That left me feeling a little bit cold, a little unfulfilled. We've built up to this moment, and to not show it, that really kind of left me wanting more, which they say they should leave you wanting more. I don't think it's always a good thing. That said, I really like this flick. It's very well written, it's brilliantly acted, the production design is top-notch. The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw is a creepy, very unique horror film, and if slow burn horror is your thing, if that's your bag, I highly recommend this flick. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw, and I think I'm gonna give The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw a out of 10. So now, I want to know, are you looking forward to The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw? What is your favorite movie about witchcraft that you've ever seen? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Check back soon for more Fantasia Fest coverage. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.